What's triumph mean? What do you associate with triumph?
Winning. All the time. Winning.
I'm Alex Del Sor with the Rowers Choice Network, and with me tonight is Zach Eberson. As always, the excitement, the tension, it's building. We are here. We have made it. Now, those watching, you might not know the difference between a CrossFitter and a rower. It's irrelevant. It does not matter, because what we have here tonight is the biggest of events, the Global Challenge Grand Final, 2,000 meters. Ross Love, Chris Glasgow, men's 30 to 39. Zach, how are you feeling for tonight's big matchup?
I mean, we had a warm-up this afternoon. We had the Open Women's Championship at 3 o'clock, and that was a great experience for everybody. But here we are, the two heavyweight boys. This is like Hector versus Achilles in the movie Troy, where you don't know who's going to win. You want them both to win. Someone's going to get a sword in the stomach and dragged behind a chariot. It's just going to be insane to watch. That's
exactly right. And what we have here is a buildup leading up for almost a year. So these two gentlemen have been in the works with us in Rowers Choice, and now they have made it to the finals, and everyone called this matchup. The moment we saw that list come out, we knew it was going to be Ross Love and Chris Glasgow going for the finals for 2,000 meters. The anticipation is building. We are at 42 people already live right now. Zach, let's get these two gentlemen ready. It's 2,000 meters, everybody. Set the monitors up. When you are ready, give us a thumbs up. And Zach, it's your turn to launch them into this competition. Zach, we know everything we need to know about these men, okay? We both know what they're capable of doing. We both know what we think they can do. What do you think they're going to do tonight?
I think in the over-under that we put on our Instagram, I think both gentlemen are going to go under 6:07. And I want to see it. I think we're going to see 6:00 point or maybe a sub 6 if they plan it right, but we'll get into that in a second. So boys, if we're ready, set the monitor for 2,000. I got a thumbs up from Ross. I think Glasgow's getting the play.
Glasgow is ready.
Thumbs up from Chris. So let's get handles up, and it's going to be attention row. Attention row.
We're starting at 8:04. These guys need to be done by 8:10. They're two distinct different rowers, Zach. So Ross Love, 6'9", 280 pounds, I think he said. Is that correct? This man does not need to go hard to pull 132. It's body weight and long. Now, Glasgow, slightly shorter, 6'1", right? 200, I think, 35, 45 pounds? Is that correct?
Right. And it is like a heavyweight fight. It's like Tyson versus Holyfield, and Tyson giving up like 5 inches to Evander.
I know.
Both of these guys are just strong as anything. And to your point in like the pregame where, you know, it used to be, yeah, you're a CrossFitter. You can maybe beat me for a 500, maybe for 1,000, maybe even a 1,500, but not on a 2K. There's too much strategy involved. That conversation is over, Alex.
Every single time we've had these guys live on camera, it was a lot of joy, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. These guys are quiet. These guys are in the zone. And, you know, I see Derek Bailey saying Glasgow in the zone. Exactly right. When you get into a 2K, everyone watching, it's a different mindset. It's a different beast. This is significantly harder than any distance that we have ever done at the Global Challenge and at Rowers Choice. 2,000 meters, lactic acid is building up already in these guys' legs. They're about a minute and a half in, coming up to 2 minutes. This is where it gets tough. This is where they have to make the decision. Am I going to go hard tonight? This is that moment at 2 minutes in, they're going to say, I'm going 6:07 or I'm going 6:10. Am I right, Zach?
You're right. And I had a conversation with one of my athletes. She competed in world championships just this week, came in third, super proud of her. But my pump up speech, if you even want to call it a speech, was the night before. I said, the race is already won or lost. The work is done. It's not like you're going to go out and break Tom Brady's leg or the ball's going to bounce a different way. What you are capable of doing, it's about execution the next day.
These guys are pulling damn near close same rates. I'd say Chris Glasgow has the slight advantage on the rate, looking like a 32, 33. Ross Love, again, 6'9" frame. This guy does not need to work that hard to get the splits down. At this point, it's all about cardio. Can he sustain that pace? His heart rate clearly peaking at 160, 170, 180. And now we're about 2.5, 3 minutes in. This is that ticking over to that halfway mark. Zach, think back to when you were doing 2,000 meter pieces. What was going through your head at 2,000 meters?
2,000 or at 1,000 meters, or what was the question?
At 1,000, like what goes
1,000,
through your head at 1,000?
At 1,000, yes, it's halfway, and a lot of novice athletes like to, do a 10 at the 1,000 or something like that. It is a mental jolt when I can't understate this enough, where you go from 4 digits to 3. And now the numbers start going a little bit quicker. Yeah, you're getting tired. Yeah, you're getting more sluggish, but things are starting to go. It's really coming to a head here. It's really becoming real.
Now I'm starting to see Glasgow wince a little bit. Now, if you look at it, notice his face. He's getting that tension, that facial tension. Everyone watching, do not do that. I know it's impossible. I know, like, you're hurting, you're in pain. The more you contort your muscles, the more you tense up, the harder this thing gets. Ross is starting to take a deep breath too. You can see this guy starting to fill that engine up, trying to get the lactic acid out and flushing out that bad oxygen. These guys are getting into what we call the zone, right? It's starting to get black around their eyes. It's starting to fade in. They're seeing that 650, 700 meters to go. It's starting to tick to that point. Zach, I remember when I would hit 400 meters, I knew that I could just go bonkers. Like, I could just go absolutely ham at that point. But I haven't hit 608 since, 6-7 years ago. Think back, what was those last 400 meters for you like? How did you attack those last 400, that last minute and a half, 2 minutes?
Well, unfortunately, we've talked about it at the 3 o'clock race. God did not give me a strong lower body.
Right.
So I have no fast twitch muscles in my anatomy. So unfortunately for me, I had to go a lot earlier. And honestly, and to all the kids that are watching, I would just close my eyes and grit and just get through it. Peak open, okay, 100 meters more left. Peak open again, okay, maybe 100 meters down. Let me talk about Chris for a second.
Yeah, do it.
I am super impressed, no matter what he does, what he pulls. I am super impressed with his technique adjustments from a couple weeks ago, and from the video from the 2K he did before. This guy is a fighter. When I mean he had nothing left with 600 meters to go, Alex, he pulled a 141 for a second. That's how high. He had absolutely nothing left. So he is going to fight this to the bitter end.
Jonathan Moore is so funny. Alex, it's Glasgow as in Glasgow's hard. Absolutely right. I mean, listen, the guy motivates you. He gets you excited, right? And he does not quit. Now, when you go up against an immovable object like Ross Love, it's real hard to squeak out a win. I mean, let's face it. Ross holds and held American records. The guy, again, it's like Ivan Drago and Rocky. It's the true distance between these guys. It's almost 6 or 7 inches.
So here's how they got there. For the 1 minute piece, Chris did 4:05, Ross did 4:10. At the 1,000, Glasgow inched out Ross by 1 second, and we're done.
Wow. Hold on. Whoa. Yo. It's within a second. It's within a second because Glasgow started slightly after Ross.
I know. Look at Ross. Look at the dog's going nuts. The G-Shep's going nuts.
This is so intense. I mean, I wish we were as good. I look, hats off to World Rowing. They have a great competition. The production level is fantastic. Wish we had it. CJ's doing a great job, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Now, I want to ask
these guys a break. Let's give him a break for a second. Because look, Ross is still
a 6:05.5.
Wow. 6:05.5. That is ridiculous. What did Chris Glasgow just get?
Look, the dog knows what happened.
We got to get Glasgow. What did Glasgow pull? Oh, you're on mute. 6:04.
Hang on. Waiting for it.
We're waiting for Glasgow. He's still on mute. Get him off of mute. Get Glasgow off mute. He is on mute. We can't hear him.
I think he has to do it on his end.
What did Glasgow pull? We can't see it. Show us.
Six 6094?
6094. So 6:05.5 to 6:09.4. Is that really that different? So Ross Love went 6:05.5 and Glasgow went 6:09.4. Is that the difference? We can't. I apologize, everybody. We're trying to get Glasgow to get off mute. Glasgow, can you hear us?
6:09.4.
All right, 6:09.4 is stupid fast. Ross, what did you pull?
6:05.5.
God damn, 6:05.5. Ross Love is your winner. 6:05.5 to 6:09.4. That is absolutely ridiculous. Guys, I'm speechless. 6:05, 6:09. Ross, that's a huge score for you tonight. Absolute huge score. How are you feeling right now after doing that 2K?
I just did my first 2,000 meters in 6 years.
Holy shit.
That was good, man. I'm happy with that. I'm happy to be mad. That was good.
God damn.
Yeah. I had a feeling I'd be between 6:04 and 6:06. So I was happy about that.
That's listen, man, that's juicing, man. I know Glasgow is pretty beat to shit right now, not feeling too good. Glasgow, it ain't that bad going 6:09 against Ross Love. What was your strategy? What was your goal tonight?
Sub 6:10. It's just been a long week, and I was happy to even finish the race, man. Hats off to Ross, dude. If I'd have rode my perfect race, I'd have had a 6:06, and he still would have taken it home. So hats off to him, man. That's incredible. 5 years no road, and then 6:05 like it ain't shit. That's dumb, man. That's just stupid.
Ross, listen, you guys, excellent work. We're going to be talking to you sometime later next week. We'll follow up with you on the prize money. Excellent work. We'll be taking care of that in the next day or two. Guys, hats off. Congratulations. The YouTube audience is loving it. Now, stay tuned because we are moving on to the next race, which we are equally as excited about. But before we do that, Zach, 6:05.5.
And I know he made it look easy, but he was spent at the end. He left it all out there. And it seems like Glasgow's been doing a 2K every week. There's a ton of mileage on that body the last couple of weeks. To go sub 6:10, some people will never even get close to that. And he's doing it like bi-weekly.
It's shocking. It's really shocking. And it stinks when as soon as we said 6:05.5, you saw Glasgow thought he went 6:09.5.
Yeah.
And he thought he won. And you saw his hands go up like that. But now we're moving on to the para athletes. This is really cool. I'm excited to talk about this one. Bring it on, stars and bars. This is interesting. It's actually Army, but the other guy, Russell, has Navy experience. So it's like, who do you vote for? Who do you win? Who do you want to win? Is it Army? Is it Navy? I don't know.
He got chicken and beef at the burrito. He did them both. He's like, I did the Army and I'm going back for the Navy.
That's right. I wonder which one he liked better. We'll ask that at the end. But
Oh
we
my
still need.
God. I
we
don't know
need-
if we can ask him that.
I'm gonna have to. We do it different here. We do it different. But we're waiting for Jose Alfaro. We have no video for Jose, so hopefully we can get this thing figured out. But really quick, before we dive into this, let me just give you some background on these two guys, okay?
Yeah.
Jose Alfaro, 33, okay? 4 kids. Come on. That's hard enough as it is. The guy's got 9 years in the military service, but he's only been rowing for 2 months. And yesterday, Zach, was his first ever 2K. First ever.
Okay. I think we're going to see a PR and a huge time drop from
I think so too.
today.
There is our man, Patrick Johnson. He is the head program coach of Athletes Without Limits, and he is getting Jose ready. Now, on the other side of the coast, now this is going all the way to California, we got Russell Gernaat, or Gernaat. I think it's Gernaat. There he is right there. This guy qualified the U.S. for the PR2 mixed double for Tokyo this coming Olympics, okay? 4.5 years experience. He's Army and Navy, all right? But he's 54 years old. So Jose has almost 20 years his junior. All right.
21.
21. I mean,
that's Rhode Island math for you.
There it is. That's Rhode Island math. So we're going to get rolling on this one. This is pretty exciting. All right. We got Army, Navy. And as Patrick figures this thing out, we're going to be doing 2,000 meters, Zach. If you only went with the stats that I just told you, okay, age versus beauty, all right, then you got 2 months of experience versus 4.5 years. Who do you have winning tonight? Who do you think gets it?
So in the 3 o'clock Women's Open Championship, we went with the experience, right? I'm going to flip-flop. I'm going to go with Jose because he did one yesterday, and I think he's going to be like, I know what I did wrong. I know what I can improve on. He's got his coach right there, which is going to be minus 10 seconds immediately.
Right.
I think I'm going to go with Jose on this one.
I like your style, but I'll tell you right now, if you said that in front of Russell, he'll pop you right in the face. All right.
Well, that's why I'm here in my bedroom in New Jersey and he's out in California.
So, gentlemen, let's set it up for 2,000 meters. Okay. When your monitor is set, give us the thumbs up, and Zach is going to start that race. PR2 category. All right. This is going to be real exciting. You know what? I might want to go with Jose on this one because you're right. You got the coach behind you. Okay. You got the yelling, you got the energy. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, never mind. See you later, Patrick.
He's out. Oh no.
But Jose is in the zone. I love it. So we're going to go 2,000 meters. We got thumbs up on Jose. We are still waiting on Russell. And you know what? There's the old man there playing mind tricks, taking his time. He's not in a rush.
Yeah.
When you're ready to go, Russell, give us a thumbs up. You ready to go, Russell? Good. Okay, here we go, Zach. Go for it.
All right, so gentlemen, it's going to be attention row. So let's get ready. Attention row.
So earlier today, Zach, the full sleeve tattoo won.
That's right.
Who we have right here. Now, what I like about Russell is he's so new to the sport, right? He's so brand new. And you said it earlier that say he went 8 minutes yesterday or 8:30 or whatever it was, he's going to drop 30 or 40 seconds today just because he's done it now.
Right. And we saw it with the para women PR3. I'm so sorry I forget their names, but it was, again, I started rowing 21 days ago and I pulled a PR. I dropped 18 seconds on the 1,000-meter piece. When these people are starting off, the learning curve is just so steep.
That's right.
But I mean, it looks like I love what Russell's doing right now. It looks like he's been here before. You don't qualify for the Olympics by chance.
And I need to know a little bit more about who's representing the United States this year at Tokyo. I mean, there's a lot of athletes in this category, and at 54, this is so cool about rowing. You can be competing in the Olympics at 54 years old, Zach. Like, name a sport that you could do that? Curling?
Yeah.
Maybe? Like, I don't know. I don't think there's any other sport that you could be. Archery. Right. Exactly. Now, here's the thing about Jose that I think is where the age comes into play. He doesn't know a strategy. Like, he doesn't know how to attack a 2,000 meters, right? So he's one of those guys that in the situation, when he's done the piece, he'll say, I could have gone harder, right? Because he doesn't know the rhythm. He doesn't know what to do. Now, as a coach, what advice do you have for those young novice coaches, young athletes getting into the sport who's done 1 or 2 2Ks?
So if you've done maybe 1, maybe 2, all right, I'll give you a pass if you fly and die. All right. And then I'll put my arm around you and say, okay, what did we learn? Okay. But what we've been learning here in the PRL and the Global Challenge is these kids have a lot more than they think they have. You can go a lot further, a lot harder than you think you can go. It's finding that balance. And and everyone out there knows, the first 300 meters is easy. You think that you can pull 3, 4, oh, today's my day. 500 meters in, you're like, I've made a terrible mistake.
And you can't stop. You can't stop.
It's gone. You've already spent it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, I love it. Now, okay, this is interesting. I think Patrick is giving him a little bit more education, a little coaching. He's gotten longer. You notice that? Jose has gotten a little bit longer. He's getting that extra reach. So either maybe he's getting tired or he's realizing, like, oh my God, I can win this thing. I can do this.
And then in California, I love it. You have Russell, Army, Navy. He probably has an eagle and an anchor tattooed on his arms, and he's rowing on the old Concept 2.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy this guy a beer and just chat with him.
Yeah, COVID be damned. It would be a lot of fun if we are actually in front of these people.
Like a Coors Original or
all day. I would have Bud Heavy with that guy.
There
That's
you go,
what I would have Bud Heavy. A guy at 54, you drink Bud Heavies. Now, just notice Jose. He's not wincing. Like, okay, he's breathing a little bit. He doesn't look like he's in pain, Zach.
No, but again, being an Army vet and having 4 kids, he probably doesn't feel pain.
He feels no pain ever at
After
all.
2, he doesn't feel pain. After
So
2.
another interesting fact is next week he's going to be trying out for other events for the Army Warrior Games. So there's a bunch of events that Jose's trying for. That's the genius of Patrick Johnson. He finds these guys that are athletes, men and women, and just says, hey, join us and try it. And this guy 2 months later is now a rower for life. On the other side, Russell, he's literally traveled the world. Like, there is almost not a country he hasn't been to. Australia, Hong Kong, Japan, China, Africa. The guy's been all over the place. He's seen some things, Zach. You've seen some things when you've been that far around the world.
He's like the Roman Empire. Like, the sun never sets on the Roman Empire. The sun never sets on places where Russell's been.
And look at the sun. It's perfect. It's perfect out there on the West Coast. How much does the time difference play into the competition? 8:30 in DC for Jose, 5:30 for Russell. All things equal, how much does that play into effect?
For these 2 individuals, I will say 0, because they have been taught, it's in their fabric, that suck it up. It is what it is. Adapt and overcome. You're not going to get any pity from us. We could wake Jose out of his sleep in like 2 a.m. and say, listen, you got to do this 2K. And he would probably do it. And that's why we have the hat. That's why we're doing this. It's amazing what we're doing here.
You ever go through an experience in a race where you learn something, you're halfway through and all of a sudden, I just learned something.
Yeah.
I think Jose's learning something right now. I think Jose is learning not only about rowing, but about himself right now. The guy has changed his rhythm 3 separate times in this entire piece. 3 separate times. He's shortened up, gotten long, and then brought the pace up. The guy's made a lot of adjustments here, Zach.
Right. I mean, to do it on the fly, and he's been doing this for 2 weeks. He did a 2K yesterday. Yeah, he's pretty new at this thing, but it looks like Russell is ratcheting it up a little bit.
He really is. And unfortunately, we don't know how fast these guys are going. Yeah, on the old Concept 2, we would never know. I mean, geez, there is no connection. There is no Bluetooth connection. But yeah, I think that we're coming down to the end here. You can see the sweat building up on Jose. It's hard work. It's hard work. I don't care if you're using your legs or not. It is extremely hard. And Zach, I tried to do it in arms and body only for 500 meters, 1,000 meters. And I got to tell you, I was spent. I was done. It's really, really challenging.
Yeah.
Really
and
challenging.
For everyone at home, for the Paralympics, still 2K. It's not 1,500. It's not 1,000. The boats actually weigh, I think, a little heavier. We talked about.
That's right. That's right. There's
So
probably like 11 or 12 pound difference.
the boat's way heavier and it's the same distance. These athletes have to be in tip-top shape at any age.
That's right. Now I'm loving the audience right now. There's a lot of people cheering for Jose right now. I mean, a whole lot of people on YouTube right now cheering for Jose. Unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish. There's some of this in Spanish. I'm going to get my producer in my ear to tell us what they're saying. I need the translation. But this is wonderful, Zach. This is what the sport needs. We need the audience. We need the excitement and the energy. Para, Masters, Open, doesn't matter. We need more of this, and we're going to be bringing more of this. All right, we're bringing more. Rower's Choice is bringing more of this. We were actually last week at a live race, everybody, a real live race. Was incredible. Zach was out there texting us, how's it going? How's it going? I mean, it's a different world out there. Oh, now that we just finished, Russell just finished his piece. Jose is coming to an end. I can't wait to find out what these guys pulled for splits. This is incredible.
Right, and I can't wait to talk to Jose to see, what was going through his head, the changes in technique. But he's still long and strong, if anything, getting even longer. And then you see his coach just barking in his ear. He's got to get close to being done too.
I know. And Russell, it's so funny. Russell's just going out, nice, warm, cool down. At the age of 54, it takes you as the same amount of time to cool down that body. Russell's going to be doing this for another 15 minutes. Here it comes down to the end here. Jose's got to be, really.
There he goes.
Jose.
Now, for the novice rowers, this is when you see the sprint, like I have nothing left, I have nothing to give, and then they give you a 10, 15-second drop in the sprint at the end.
I love the chat on YouTube. Pumped, like so much pump. These guys are getting ripped right now, dude. Like there's so much beach muscle going on right now. Wow,
there
Jose really picking it up. Wow, absolutely incredible.
Good piece.
Absolutely incredible. So let's get Russell. Let's get you off mute and let's find out what you just pulled for that 2K, please. So here we go. We're going to get Russell on. Getting Russell off of mute. So, hello. Russell, hey, hell of a piece, man. Age 54. What was that time there? What did you just pull?
7:16.9.
7:16.9?
Correct.
Oh,
a 1:49.2 pace average.
All right, that's lightning fast, Russell. Is that a PR for you? Is like, what's your PR for a 2K?
It probably is a PR. I actually don't do them for time that often. So the last time I raced it was the Indoor World Championships, FISA, in LA, and that one was like a 7:26 or something.
Wow. I mean, absolutely fast. Patrick Johnson, can you please get you guys off of mute? Here we go. Jose, what was that final time for you? Oh, we actually can't hear you, Jose. I'm sorry. We're gonna need we need to fix the volume on there. We actually can't hear him.
Oh, there we go.
Almost. Jose, can we hear you yet? No, we can't yet. So as you guys fix that, Russell, you've been rowing for 4.5 years. How did you come into our sport of rowing? How did you find this?
Well, there's a little bit of a story behind that. I'll try and keep it kind of succinct, but I've always kind of liked the idea of rowing. I like the rowing machines when they're in the gym. Always used them to warm up, but never really had the opportunity. At the end of, I think it was 2015, my wife passed away from cancer.
Oh, geez.
And I kind of said there were no more excuses for me. And so I called around and I got a hold of the rowing club in Redwood City in the Bay Area called BIAC, Bear Island Aquatic Center.
Yep. Right.
And got introduced to Alice, who is my current coach, Alice Henderson, and the Freedom Rows program, which helps disabled vets get into rowing. And so that was kind of the takeoff point. And she was like, hey, why don't you go do Crash B's? I initially was classified as a PR3 because I can use about 3 inches of slide, but it's not really enough, which is why at FISA, I'm now a PR2. And so I do trunk and arms only. And so as a PR3, back then I went to Boston and got a hammer. I turned like a 309 in a 1K because paras were doing 1Ks. So,
dude,
that's it.
You got juice, man. You got some serious juice. Now, in your
man strength.
bio, you had both Navy and Army experience. Is that off? Does that happen a lot?
No, it doesn't happen too often. And I went in the Navy specifically to go for Navy SEAL training. That was my purpose in life, in joining the Navy. And so I was deployed in the fleet for 2 years, submitted my package and ended up in Bud's Class 159 down in Coronado. I didn't graduate, but I ended up breaking some bones in my foot and got rolled out of the class. But I was in Bud's for a total of 9 months.
Wow.
Yeah, lots of fun.
I just want to say someone here on YouTube just said, amazing story and motivation, Russell. Thank you very much. Someone said that. That is awesome. We're going to be spending a little bit more time with you later. We wanted to do some more interviews and get to know you a little bit more, but congratulations on a first place finish. I want to find out, Jose, can you tell us what you just pulled for that 2K? We still can't hear you. No, what's going on? We got to figure this out. Turn the camera around, at least just show us the monitor.
That's it. Display the monitor.
Display the monitor. Let's see what the monitor says. We're almost there, everybody. Sorry about this.
I really want to talk to Jose too.
That's okay. So, Russell, you qualified the boat for the Olympics, right?
Correct.
Now, are you competing in the Olympics this year?
No. So the way it works with the trials boat, so we won trials in 2019. We took the boat to Austria for the World Championships.
207. Okay.
Yeah, it represented the U.S. We had to finish in the top 8, which we did to qualify the boat for Tokyo. And so now we're training for trials again this April, which will be in New Jersey in a few, it's a number of weeks, but about 2 months out. And if we win trials again, we then fill the boat in Tokyo.
Wow, that's
so
amazing.
Boat's going with or without us.
Now, unfortunately, we do not have audio with Jose, but we're trying to figure this thing out. Russell, excellent work tonight. First place, a 149.2 is lightning fast. It looks like Jose went 207. So you did take first place in the Global Challenge, second year. So you are the second annual first place finisher in the PR Men's 2. Excellent work.
Woo.
That is awesome. Now, Russell, we'll say goodbye to you now. We're going to try one more time for Jose, but thank you very much. Have a good one, man.
You.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we're going to try one more time for Jose. Is there any audio for Jose yet? We got nothing. Oh, we're trying. You know what? This is what we'll do. Patrick, I know you can hear me. What we're going to do is we're going to get an interview with Jose tomorrow. Okay. So let's set something up for on camera with Jose. All right. So tomorrow we'll figure that out and we'll get him talking tomorrow. Excellent work, guys. And we'll see you later. Zach, another amazing night here in the Global Challenge, finishing out the men's 30 for 39 champion, crowning first and second to PR2. We did that earlier today in the Women's Open. I mean, how can this get any better, Zach? How can it get better?
You know what? If you would have told me that we would end the night on an event that would trump Glasgow versus Ross Love, I'd say you're crazy. But after hearing Russell's story, and just seeing these two athletes, I think Glasgow and Love get a second place tonight. But it's just crazy stuff, and happy to be a part of it.
The storylines, the people that we get to meet in this crazy sport that we're in just keeps getting better and better. And, you know, prior to this year, Zach, it was rowers on the water. Now we're getting a chance to meet indoor rowers. We're getting a chance to meet para athletes from all around the country, all around the world. In fact, you know, we had the amputee rower on just yesterday on an interview. Getting to know these people has just made this all that much more fun. Now, we are done. This is it for live racing for the Global Challenge. We are ending it strong tonight. And tomorrow you're going to find out merch. Last day to get merch is tomorrow, but you're going to find out tomorrow who won the junior categories, some of the Masters women. Zach, more to come for tomorrow. Let's get excited for it. All right.
I'm juiced, man. I can't go to bed right now. What are you talking about?
Come on. Anyway, that's it for Alex Del Sordo and Zach Eberson live at the Global Challenge. We'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
What's triumph mean? What do you associate with triumph?
Winning. All the time. Winning.